Well, I'm fixing everything, and because there is always something to be fixed, today I will show you how we're gonna manage wet floor mat on this Vauxhall Astra, but it's the same for all kinds of different vehicles. I just want to show you how wet is here. This floor mat is dripping. Okay. Okay, and then here, yeah, it's completely wet. Okay. So what we're gonna do, I just want to show you how wet it is, yeah, on this side. Then on the back. On the back is the same. Can you see? This car doesn't have sunroof. Now, it's the middle of July and it's very hot. It's like 35 degrees Celsius outside, and to be that wet, it doesn't rain outside. So the only reason, and it's not leaking water from the coolant, is the condenser, the condensation from the AC, to be not leaking outside of the car, but to be leaking inside in the car. But the only way that we can remove all this wetness and water is to pull the mat out. So what we're gonna do is remove the seats. I'll unbolt them. It's just a Torx bit. I'll remove one side just to see how it happens, and I'll show you on the driver's side. But we'll remove the mat. So remove the car seat, the back seat, the center column, and the sides here. These are a bit difficult to be removed. And we'll remove the mat, wash it, because it stinks so bad. And that's how it's going to happen. Okay, I'll put the camera on the tripod and I'll start removing the seat. I removed the two bolts, Torx 40, and the rails on the seat just slide right there. There is a sensor for the airbag here. Let's actually have a look at it. But I don't want to disconnect it because it will store a fault, airbag fault. So what I'm gonna do is I will disconnect the battery, and after that I will take the connector off. Okay, the connector right there. Let's disconnect the battery. I disconnected the battery and I had a look. Now there is a little clip right here that you can unclip the whole thing. Okay. And now to take a peek. It's so hot outside. It's so hot. And this thing stinks so bad. Okay. I have no idea how you unclip these things. But from what I can see, this thing should move out. Okay, once removed, and then usually when you see something red is what unclips. There we go. We'll leave this one on the car, and let's attach this one back there. Okay. Okay, once he is out. So the screws were right there. Let's go on the other side. You can do yourself a favor and just put the seat in this position before you start doing it. 90-40. 1. 2. And then there is one on the side for the seat belt. Okay, I'll just put it back in so I don't forget it. Let's place the seat a bit back, and then just around a little bit. Plastic thing again. Okay. Can you see that? Duct tape. That's a bit problematic. I think I will get a coat because of this here. I'm not sure. Where's my pick? Up. There we go. And now the seat is going out. Now the back seats. Now the back seats, as you can see, there is a few hinges that hold them in place. And I remember they are a bit tricky to be removed. What it was, let me have a look. I was thinking it's like on a Vectra, but here is completely different. So here it's very interesting design. That's a spring hinge. Okay, so that's what it is, metal bit, and it fits. You see, yeah, and it fits right here. Okay, like this. So in order to take it out, just okay, you just need to push it to one side and then to the other. If my camera doesn't fall down, it's gonna be very nice. So just put the spring in place. Here, just so I don't lose it. There we go. And the same with the other one. I removed the back seat. Now is the steering column. There was a screw here. I can see now it's missing. I can see it's missing on the other side as well. Screw over there. There is a screw right here as well. So I'll put the video on and start taking it off. This heat is killing me. So one screw here, two screws right here to take the ashtray out. You pull the ashtray with the lighter, disconnect the cables for the lighter. This little bar here, pull it out. I have a few connectors that the car is not using. Two screws right there, leave the cap that's over the OBD port. One screw right here and two screws on this side, and now we should be able to now. Okay, let's see, we can start trying to remove the floor mat. I think it will be needed to be chopped in few places because I don't think it's possible. I can see that the front one is actually separated right here. Because it's taking so long, I will take a 10mm and I won't do here a few bolts. I'll take a few plastics off. I'll speed up the video so you can see what I'm doing, and I'll take the hoover actually first, so I'll just hoover out. Should I or should I not? No, I'm not gonna even bother hoovering anything. I'm gonna take it out first so it can start drying up. So hot. I'll tell you what I removed after I remove it. Oh. So what I did remove, three nuts here. The sensor is just a wire, it pulls right off, and this ground wire here. Then the two vents on both sides, and now I'm gonna pull this seal here and the other seal. Okay, and then just pull from here like so. There we go. Now usually these mats are glued to the car, so if it's never been removed like it's the case in here, it's gonna be a bit hard to, oh my god, it's full with water, it's like aquarium. Oh, I wonder why it smells so bad. Now when we pull, we'll just take it from here and take it out of the handbrake thingy. Oh, it's so nasty. So nasty. Okay. Okay, I'll go and take a... actually I'll take something else. I'll take it off here. I'll take it with me to see how much water is actually in there. Can you see how much is it? That's insane. I don't even want to touch it. And it's 35 degrees outside. Oh, let me take a picture of that. Okay, let's continue, because if that's like that on the front, on the left, on the bottom, maybe it's the same on the front, I don't know. plenty of water. So now I need to remove a few more stuff around here. I'll speed up the video and I'll show you what I removed. Main thing is this thing right here, this duct, and a few cables from around here. We're gonna lift them up, and I think a few nuts from here as well. So what did I remove? As I told you, the cables and all that. Then I removed this trim over there and I'll remove it on the other side. Yeah, there is the same amount of water on this side. I'm so happy that it's not so complicated car, otherwise it was going to come up with all kinds of faults. It's so moldy. Okay. I know that it's going to be a lot more easier if I just chop it in the middle, and that's what exactly I'm gonna do, because the gear lever here, it's on the way, and I have to remove all kinds of stuff. Or should I just remove all kinds of stuff and pull it out? Don't know. Maybe I should I? But then after, when I put it back on, it's gonna be very hard to put it back on by myself. Yeah, I'll chop the mat right here in the middle, so it's easier to pull out. Otherwise it's gonna take me ages to take it out. Let's see. I'll just be cautious to not cut the cable somewhere. Okay. If you can, don't cut it. I'll be very happy if I shouldn't cut it. Or I shouldn't, but if I, if it's two people. Okay. And then here. Okay, and here, and then as much as possible in the middle, underneath. Okay, let's see if we can pull it out now. That's some insulation on the other side. Let's see on this side if I manage. The same. I don't want to soak the cables in water. Yeah. This side is a bit more tricky because you got the pedals. Usually there is a bolt right there that you need to remove as well. Okay, let's see. There we go, a lot easier. It's all dump. It's unimaginable dampness. Again, you can see the amount of water inside. There is one more floor mat right here. To remove it, no, it's a bit more tricky, but it needs to be removed, otherwise we can't see where the fault is coming from. Although I'll first hook up all the cables so they don't lie on the floor. Unfortunately, I will have to cut. Oh, I so didn't want to cut this one. To take this mat off, you need to take out the dashboard. And I don't have time to take out the dashboard. And I don't want to take out the dashboard. I got undone the computer here. There is a ground wire, the wire loom as well. But this thing, I got my hand underneath it and it goes way above the firewall. I'll cut it as much as I can, like further up. And that's how I'm gonna take it out. Okay, let's start cutting. I can't see, you can see here, I can't see water, so most likely it's not from the window, but it's from the I always think so badly, but it's from the thingy, from the heater radiator or the condense from the condenser unit. Let's chop it on this side as well. I think it's from two. Yeah, I think I can remove it on this side, but can I? Look how much cable is in here. So much cable. Nasty. Very nasty. Give me a second, I'll try to remove it. I think I can remove it on this side.